name's Natalie, and I crossed the country with 3 strangers to get home for Christmas. I'm going to do a quick story time here, but be sure to follow Quarter Life Traveler podcast in the caption for more updates. So as many of you know, the winter storm of the century, as some are saying, was happening in the Midwest this weekend, and I was traveling from Tampa to Cleveland, Ohio. I had already booked several flights, and all of them were getting canceled, and I was sitting on my flight to Akron, Ohio, when we were told that it was not going to fly. As I was walking off the plane, I jokingly turned around and said, "Does anyone want to drive?" And a girl who I would later know as Sarah said, "I would." So as Sarah and I are coordinating a plan outside of the airport gate, 2 people who we now know as Kevin and Nick join in, asking what we're doing, and Kevin says that there's a flight to Nashville leaving in 45 minutes. So after we decided this was really the only way, we run to the airport counter, we book our flight to Nashville, and we go. Once in Nashville, we get a rental car. We rented an SUV, but they gave us a little Corolla, which was not doing well on the ice. We make it up to Kentucky, and in Elizabethtown, we have to swap it out for a new car. The SUV is helping us out. We are no longer sliding left and right, but we make it just about to Cincinnati, Ohio, before we get stuck. They tell us that no one can get into Ohio from the south, and that we would have to go around if we were planning to get to Cleveland. So we're about 10 hours into the actual drive at this point since everything's taking so long, but our only option is to go on state roads. On a state road in Kentucky, we end up getting stuck with a bunch of other strangers and having to push our car and help others get up this snowy, icy hill basically in the middle of Kentucky. Eventually, we're told by police that there are no alternative routes, and the only way we can get to Ohio is by going 3 hours south back to Louisville, then taking 65 north to Indianapolis and cutting across. At this point, it's 2 a.m., but we realize it's the only way, so we end up going to Indianapolis, going east from there, and getting to Ohio about 10 a.m. Saturday. So all in all, this was about a 20-hour drive when it was only supposed to be 8 from Nashville, but it was an adventure and a story to tell for Christmases to come. I also want to say that we're thinking about the families and the people who lost their lives in this deadly storm. We know that we are very lucky to have made it safely, and we are not taking that for granted. And again, for more updates, please follow my podcast, Quarter Life Traveler, which is launching soon with my best friend, Maddie. Thanks, guys.